Hey, what's up guys? Dan Liu here, and in this video I want to share a quick calculator I made that can help you project annual revenue for your business or maybe a client of yours. So the reason I created this was because I wanted to be able to show, let's say, a client how their numbers or their bottom line would change if they were to focus on different areas of growing their business. So there are three fundamental ways that you can grow a business. Number one is to acquire more customers. And this is what most people focus on when they're looking to grow their business. And it's often the hardest because trying to get new people into either your own business or one of your clients is the hardest thing to do, right? And the second thing you can do is increase the average cart value for every transaction for each customer. So there are two ways you can do that. Number one is you can increase prices. And number two is to sell more products or services within each of those transactions. And then the third way is to increase the overall number or frequency of transactions per customer in your business. All right, so if you understand the three fundamental ways, you can really hone in on where to focus in on and where's really going to be the easiest, right? Where's the low-hanging fruit that you can focus on that's going to have the biggest impact on your overall number? So, like I said, the first way is typically the hardest. When you're going out, you're trying to acquire more customers, and it's often the costliest. So if you are, if you yourself or your client is trying to spend money on paid advertising, whether that's social media or PPC, they're spending money to acquire their customers, and a lot of times the businesses don't have a good kind of back-end process to really focus in on these other two ways, right? So ideally you want to focus on all three, but where most people neglect is, how can I increase my average cart value? How can I get more frequency of transactions? Because once somebody is in your business or in your client's business, it's much easier to offer them more products and services, right? And grow your business that way. So here I basically put some different numbers and variables together that you can adjust and play with and then see what that does to your overall revenue. Now, I'm just looking in a 1-year time frame just to kind of make it simple. It's a very simple calculator, but ideally we're looking at improving the lifetime customer value of every customer. So that's really tying into ways 2 and 3, right? Where we want the overall average cart value to grow, but the overall lifetime customer value to grow as well. And so in this example, we look at the number of new customers coming into, let's say, a business. Let's say we're working with a chiropractic office and we want to demonstrate or show them how their numbers could change if they improve on one of these three areas. All right, so let's say we have a certain number of customers coming every month. That leads to how many customers per year, just times this by 12. Then let's say we have a referral program. Now, every business, I believe, should have some sort of referral program to incentivize their customers or their patients to help them grow their business. Right, so let's say we have 1 out of every 10 people referring 1 new customer. Right, so how many new customers or new referral customers do we get out of the year? Right, so this is based off this number, and you'll see how it changes. And then this total number of new customers is basically, or just these two combined. And then we have, let's say, the average cart value per transaction. So if it's chiropractor, maybe it's the average session cost. And then how many times that a patient or a customer purchases a session per year. And then these two multiplied will get you this number. And then this number times the total number of new customers in that year gives you the total revenue. All right, so in this calculator, and I'm going to put a link to this spreadsheet down in the description so you can check it out. You can go to File, download it as an Excel, or make a copy into your own Google Sheets, and then you can either use this for your own business. So if you have a desired annual revenue, you can kind of work backwards and see, how do I get to my desired annual revenue or income? And then figure out, okay, what do I want my average cart value to be? How many customers do I need to hit that? And then kind of build your business plan from there. But you could also use this to showcase or provide to your clients as well, and have them kind of see how these or how it would change their overall numbers if they, let's say, increased their overall cart value by, let's just say, an extra $10, right? So we went from 50 to 60, and you can see the huge difference, right? So with everything else being equal, their business was exactly it is, or let's say this is their business today, and you just change it by $10 per transaction, then you saw the jump in revenue, right? So if we go back to 50, it's at $79,000. If we just increase it by another $10, it goes from 79 to 95, right? So that's a huge difference. Again, this is a part where a lot of businesses neglect, and they focus more on, let's say, the front end of just acquiring new customers. And like I said, it's all important, but to really maximize your revenue, you want to look at every part of the customer journey and cycle and see where you can improve to increase these numbers or improve these numbers. All right, so let's say every transaction instead of 4 is now 5. All right, you saw that jump there. Also a big difference. So let's go back to 4. Let's say instead of every 1 out of 10 customers refers you a new patient or customer, let's say it's 1 out of every 5 now, right? So we're doubling. So you can see that increase as well. And even if you just had another 1 patient per month, so let's just see what that does. So it goes from 86.4 to 89, right? So these were our original numbers here. Now imagine if you just tweaked it a little bit. So our baseline number is $79,000, right? So let's just change this to, again, 31. Let's say instead of 1 out of every 10 refers a new customer, we get 1 out of every 5. The average cart value, let's just say it goes up to $55, right? An extra $5. And then let's say instead of 4 times or 4 transactions per year per customer, they are doing 5. All right. So now we have the annual revenue of $122,000 versus the original baseline of 79. All right. So hopefully you can see the power in changing or improving certain numbers. And again, they're all important. So this is focused on acquiring more customers. Here we're trying to increase the average cart value, which again you can do by offering more products and services, or if you alter your prices, gives you basically the same overall effects. Now obviously just changing your prices is going to be the easiest option because your price goes up, but the amount of time that you have to invest in the service does not. Right? So another way to average or increase this could be, offering digital products, offering physical products as well, on top of, let's say, if you're a service business. And then for frequency of transactions, you can do this several ways. You can incentivize people by, offering discounts on their next, let's say, session if they're a chiropractor, or you can follow up with email marketing. You can do promotions. You can have messenger marketing to basically try to increase this number as well, right? And that in turn will help with all of this. So if you're looking or you're talking to a business, even if you're an agency that just focuses on lead generation, if you can help them do this as well or improve their numbers here as well, that's going to have a huge difference, as we saw, in their overall bottom line. All right, and that way you can serve your clients even better than just, let's say, focusing here on the front end. All right, so hopefully this video helped, and hopefully you get some value out of this calculator. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description. You can go to File, make a copy, or download it to your computer. And like I said, you can either use it for your own business or use it to demonstrate or help clients kind of see the bigger picture of, hey, maybe if I'm a lead generation service and I can show them how improving their number of customers per month does to their overall bottom line, if they know all these other numbers, then that can help you in terms of justifying maybe your price. If you can show that an additional 5 customers a month is worth to them an extra, $20,000 a year, then that can help you sell your services better. All right. So I haven't used this yet with a client, but this is something I plan on incorporating into my process. So hopefully you got some value out of it. Let me know in the comments if this helped you or not, and I appreciate any feedback. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.